So, as I said yesterday's video, the Dream are in a really rough spot, and they're in a rough spot for a number of reasons. First of all, they've lost 5 straight. Like, that matters. That's not ideal. But at the end of the day, you can justify it, but like, sometimes like winning and losing is contagious, but you're also coming up against the Seattle Storm in your next game, who you should beat. I know they were one of the 5 lost in a row, but you shouldn't lose twice in a row to Seattle. And a positive is that they've not been comfortably beaten. They're losing a lot of close games. A negative is that their ability to make plays down a stretch is horrendous. That being said, this is not the greatest thing in the world. But for me, the issues are what's coming out even during the game. So during the game, this is Alicia Gray.
Alicia, a little bit of frustration probably on that call. How do you keep working past it?
You just got to keep playing. I mean, refs are trash, but hey, we moving on from that.
Every single game, it's refs are trash, refs are trash. And then we can't forget this from the start of the year.
Excited. On behalf of my teammates, we appreciate the support that y'all show us in the city. And we the number 1 team right now in the W.
Yeah, they were the number 1 team after 6 games because they played 6 games before anyone else. They were number 1 because they won 4 games before anyone else. Look, the Atlanta Dream are going to be fine. As in, they're going to be a playoff team. They might win a round. They might not win a round. But, like, they lost first round last year. They're not going to be worse than last year. You can't really be worse than last year. They're still going to win a game in the playoffs, probably. But it's not good. And part of the reason, like, I'm going to make this argument that Angel Reese is one of their better players this season. But there's a big but here and a big asterisk. Their biggest problem is the fact they can't make shots. Angel Reese is not going to help your team make shots. She's just not. Like, I can't even remember the last time Angel Reese scored shot above 45% from the field. Like, she's time after time to time having these games where even statistically she looks okay, but you look at the box score, she's 4 of 15. Like, up until the 4th quarter, she'd taken the most shots for Atlanta. That is a problem. That's not an Angel Reese problem. That's not her game. Like, she is not she's not an offensive engine. And if we're going to be real here, if you're trying to use her as an offensive engine, then this becomes the Chicago Sky all over again. Like, that is not her game. Her game is the way it was at the start of the year. Okay, I'm going to be a defender. I'm going to be a depoy level player, which she's completely gone out of the depoy race, by the way. Like, Angel's absolutely gone out of that depoy race. But, like, this team just keeps talking about, you know, we're being disrespected, we're this, we're that. You're the 7th seed who has had the worst 5-game stretch of any team in the league. Like, you're the 7th seed. You're not, it's not like you're top 2, top 3. It's not like you're below the Indiana Fever right now. I cannot stress this enough. You're below the Indiana Fever. And the Fever have been bad this year. They have been. Caitlin's been carrying has been injured. I understand Bree Jones has been injured, but like, Bree Jones isn't going to save them either, because Bree Jones is just going to pack the paint. Does Bree Jones get them some easier opportunities in the paint? Yes. Does her post touches get them some easier opportunities? Absolutely. It does. And to argue it, like, to say otherwise would just be nonsense. Bree Jones does make things easier, but like, Bree Jones also makes it harder for Alicia Gray to drive. Like, you might be saying, oh, but like, Bree Jones played last year. Yeah, beside Naz Hillman. So you still have to guard them. Like, they're going into double bigs. Unless somehow Bree Jones can bump her 3-point percentage from 25% last year into the 35% range. Like, teams aren't going to guard Angel or Bree Jones. Like, Angel's going to have to shoot 3 or 4 threes. The problem is that Angel is clearly a center. That is what she's best at. That's what she's doing. and her numbers are okay. And I feel like she's doing her job. Like, I don't think, like, it's funny where it's like Angel is going to be the focus, as Angel's the biggest name, but it's like, I think it's more so Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard not holding up their end of the bargain, because they're meant to be the two best players in this team. Only the Angel stands will argue that Angel's meant to be. Angel's doing what Angel's supposed to do. She's rebounding the ball well. She's a hustle player. She's making a lot of key defensive plays. Again, one of the problems is that she really struggles defensively guarding the pick and roll, which is why I don't, like, she's absolutely not, like, she's going to make an all defensive team, but I think it's on reputation more than her defense. Like, it's always a weird one with Angel Reese's defense. There's time, you'll watch Angel Reese for a couple of possessions and you're like, holy shit, this is the best defender in the league. And then you'll watch, like, the game against Washington and be like, she has no idea how to guard the pick and roll. Like, they just lost the game because they put her in pick and rolls for the whole game, for the whole fourth quarter. And they literally couldn't get a stop. Like, Alicia Flores was making a show of her. But then again, there's times where you look at her and you're like, she's unbelievable on defense. But it's weird because she is holding up her end of the bargain. She's never going to be an efficient shooter. She's never going to be an efficient playmaker. She's going to have more turnovers than assists, or at least very close to having more turnovers and assists for her whole career. Like, that is what she is. Like, she is a semi-competent offensive hub. Like, I'm not going to say or not even offensive hub, but like passing big. Like, she's not Jess Shepard. She's like Aaliyah Boston, where the idea of her being a passing big is better than her actual ability to be a passing big. Like, Aaliyah Boston is not a passing big, no matter what anyone wants to say. Like, I'm pretty sure she's a negative assist turnover ratio. I guess Aaliyah Boston as a hub thing is vastly overblown. But with Angel Reese, like, it's the same thing. Like, her Angel Reese point forward, it's kind of the same thing. Like, a lot of people were talking about Angel Reese being like, oh, is she the the next Alyssa Thomas? I'm like, no, fuck no. That being said, though, she's not a bad player. And all-star, no doubt about it. But the team is underperforming. Like, am I right in saying they're 12-10 on the year right now? Which, like, based on last year's dream, they're 12-9. But, like, based on last year's dream, they won 30 games. Like, they went 30-14 last year. They have to go 18-5 the rest of the way to just match last year. And I don't see them doing it. Why? Because they have to play Vegas. Am I right in saying they play Vegas 2 more times? They have to play New York 2 more times. They have to play Dallas once more. They have to play Minnesota again. Like, when you've only got 5 L's to match your last year's one, it becomes really tough. And when you're a team that can't score, like, you're supposed to have these players that are supposed to be, all-stars. You probably have 3 guards that they said is better than Caitlin Clark, but, like, you've had a pretty not bad start to the year. And on 5 L's, you've got a very easy stretch here of Seattle, Portland, LA, Toronto, Chicago. But then, look, it's Wings, Seattle, Vegas, Phoenix. Phoenix are going to come good at some stage. They just are. That's not an easy matchup. Washington's never an easy matchup. Toronto, by then Sykes might be back. Connecticut, then you play... Wait, why did they play the Fever 4 times this year? It is what it is. But then they play Vegas again. Mercury away, Sparks away, Lynx again, Liberty twice the end of the year. At least maybe Liberty twice the end of the year isn't going to be the worst thing. But, like, the odds of them matching their last year's regular season is unlikely. The positive thing for them is that based on the WNBA right now, everyone's losing games, so 30-14 is probably going to get you. You're probably not going to be the 3rd seed on 30-14, but, like, no one might win. There's a case where no one might win 30 games this year. There's only 2 teams on track to win 30 games this year as of right now, and Like Minnesota and Vegas, well, age is out, but like they're kind of due a bit of a slump. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. See you guys.